are so back. Hey guys! So today's video is gonna be just a little bit of documenting about my future goals before I turn 30. We got a lot. I decided to put it into 5 different categories, and I can't think of them off the top of my head, so I had to write them down in my notes. So my 5 pillars, if you want to call them, is faith, self, life, health, and purpose, which I think pretty much sums up anybody's goals. And we're just gonna get into it. Hopefully this video isn't too long, but I did want to just like document it just because future reference, because then when I do hit 30 on my 30th birthday, I'm gonna go back to this video exactly and pinpoint and see if I have achieved every single one of my goals. So our first pillar is faith. So I have a little bit of faith goals, kind of just like sits as a little big umbrella, because when you think of faith, you think of obviously Jesus. Based for my faith and my spiritual life, I want to build consistent time with the Lord. Super important. Pretty much just spending that one-on-one time with the Lord. I want to read more spiritual books / devotionals. I feel like I have a couple of devotionals, but I just haven't been getting into it as much. And I have a lot of spiritual books as well. Like I have a lot of books that talk about, like my faith, but also talking about like mental health. Like this book that I'm trying to get into called Get Out of Your Head, if I'm not wrong. And so far I've only read 1 chapter, but it's been chef's kiss. I want to be led by the Spirit. This is so good, because like this has been like one of my biggest goals, is to be led by the Spirit, not just by like, I want to be used by God. Just looking at somebody and God's like, here's this word for them. Go over there and tell them that. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. Not for my glory, obviously, but for His glory, and the fact that I get to be used by the Lord. Like, that's just so powerful. So I want to be able to be used by God in that way. And obviously, of course, like having dreams and visions of like, I feel like I've already had a couple of them, because especially like the Lord has been giving me like visions about like video ideas. I just have to execute it and get the right team going and just like get some help, because I can't do it all on my own. Okay, we're called to not be alone. We need community. So I'm hoping that in this next season of my life that I get to find that community. Having Jesus at the center of all my relationships, friendships, romantic and family. This is super duper important, and I feel like He's already kind of involved in a lot of my relationships, but I just want to continue off of that and just include Him in every single relationship that I have, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Him. My last one for my faith is serve in my church. So I do attend Calvary Church. It's in New Jersey. I have been going there for the past couple of months now. I first started off by going to this young adults Bible study, which has been so amazing, like so incredible. Like we deep dived into the book of Mark, and it was just like so powerful to be able to just like dive deep in that book and talk about verse by verse. I feel like I haven't been involved in a lot of Bible studies like that. I feel like for Bible studies that I've been to before, we've talked about a specific topic and then just kind of base it off of that. It was just kind of like a sermon, but I feel like with this specific Bible study, we were actually deep diving verse by verse, and then having questions being read to us about what it means for us, but also like, if the disciples felt this, how would you feel if you were one of Jesus' disciples? So it was just like, I don't know, it got my mind rolling, and I absolutely love it. And just being able to connect with a lot of people that are like around the same age as me. It's hard to find sometimes, especially at my old church. I had youth, but it was just like younger youth. Like I'm saying like 15, 16, 17, 18. Whereas like in this young adults group, we're like 20 and above. And it's so great. It's so powerful. So my second one is self. I have a little bit of a longer list for this self one. So this is my personal growth and healing, because we all be going through some type of healing process. Am I right? My first one is to stop comparing. So that's already hard for me on its own. So like just even before I recorded this, I was already comparing myself. I was like, God, but like, other people can do this. I can't. Like, I don't think I can. Like, I feel like it's so easy to just like talk to the camera. Like, if you tell me, hey, like go and talk in front of the camera, like I can do it. It's the fact about posting it after, that's the part that I have a hard time with. But I really do just want to discipline myself and be like, just post it. Just post it. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Just post it. Because at the end of the day, this isn't for me. This isn't for you. If I'm being real, it's not for you. It's for the Lord. We're just going to honor him with the gifts that he has instilled in us. And that's it. So stop comparing is my first one. Be more emotionally intelligent. My emotions versus logic. I feel like I've been doing a bit of a better job in this, whereas I've been taking a step back, analyzing the situation, and then acting on logic versus emotions. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm human. I'm not perfect. And I still act on my emotions from time to time. But it definitely like helps the fact that, you know, I did step back, take that time to process, and then be able to react on what I was thinking. And it's also probably the mere fact that my frontal lobe is fully developed. So yeah. My third one is set and keep healthy boundaries. Bro, this is a big topic for me. I feel like when I was in college, I did not know what boundaries were. I did not know how to set them. I was just like pretty much free balling and not setting those healthy boundaries for like my friends, my family, and just people that were in my life. So I feel like I've been getting a better idea about setting boundaries, not just for like other people, but also for myself. Like a spiritual healthy boundary that I have been getting into more lately is I need sleep. And although I do enjoy staying up late and talking to my friends, I need to cut the time off and spend some time with Jesus. Because if I don't spend no time with Jesus, you're going to get a bad margarita. I'm just telling you that right now. So definitely wanting to set those healthy boundaries. Grow in confidence and my femininity. This is huge for me. This is the main thing that I want to like dive deep into in the next 3 years. When I grew up, I was pretty much just like this tomboy. And like, I'm not gonna deny it. I definitely still am. But I feel like I've been getting, that's another topic for another video. Just wait until you hear about that story. Okay. That's definitely another testimony. But I've just been very comfortable in like tomboyish clothes. Like I just feel comfortable in that. And I feel like as of lately, I've been trying to get more in tune with my femininity, like wearing dresses, wearing skirts, wearing clothes that I never really wore before, having more jewelry, attempting to hopefully do my makeup soon. Again, this isn't just for like show for others, but this is to help me feel more confident in the body that God has gifted me with. Be more disciplined and consistent. I kind of already touched on that a little bit. Being more disciplined and like setting those boundaries for myself, but also being consistent with the gym, being consistent with growing in knowledge, consistency in growing in social media. Like I have a bad tendency where I would go in and then I would be hesitant and I would take a step back and then I would never complete it. So we need to be consistent. Have more friends. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my friends right now. I love you guys. If you guys are watching this, I love you. I love you. I love you. But I definitely want to have friends that are in like the media aspect of the field, because like I just want to be able to have people that I could collab with, people that have the same mindset and the same like vision as me, whereas like we use our platforms to glorify God. And I don't know, I just want to be able to explore and just like get to know more people and get to know their story. So yeah. I want to be able to have a boyfriend by 30. Now, I think 30 is pushing it because low-key I should be a wife by 30, but you know, we're going to set the bar for right now to have a boyfriend, okay? So Lord, I know you can hear me. So that's so important. Like I want a companion. I want somebody to do life with, you know? So right now my friends are taking part of that. And even if my husband does come, they're still going to be taking part of that because I have my favorite person and my husband.
How great is this? My favorite person in the world and my wife.
My whole life.
You're just going to have to get used to that, you know? But hopefully he comes soon. Guys, pray for me. Intercede for me, please. please. Because your girl it's rough out here. Your girl never had a boyfriend before. So my first boyfriend better be my husband. And that's that. Read more books. We kind of touched base a little bit of this. I definitely want to get more into like reading more. Because I feel like knowledge is power. So yeah. Learn Portuguese. Okay, I put this down because, as you know, Melanie, she's my friend, and she knows she's Brazilian. And so Spanish and Portuguese are kind of similar in a way. There's just a lot of different words and lingo. I feel like when she does talk, I can understand a little bit of what she's saying, but not completely. And like, I wanted to learn more Portuguese because like I want to be able to communicate with her and her family, because I do go to a lot of her family events, and it's hard to like communicate with people who obviously don't know how to speak English as much. And like, yes, we'll get the vibe where I'll understand what you're saying and you'll understand what I'm saying in English, but I want to be able to still have a full in-depth conversation in Portuguese. So that's my goal, to learn a new language. Learning a new language is actually really cool, okay? Learn calligraphy. This is like another part of me wanting to be creative. I want to learn calligraphy. It's like so cool, and it's just very artsy and cutesy. Practice guitar more. So I really hope that by the time I hit 30, I'll be able to play a couple of songs on the guitar. Okay, I want to be able to take some lessons. It's just been a little bit of a struggle, like low-key financially, because I definitely want to dive deep into like guitar because I love the way it sounds. I feel like that could be like so powerful with my intimate time with the Lord. It's just like, and just music itself is just, it's such a gift. I love music. Travel. Huge. I'm over here trying to like travel outside the country at least 3 times before I turn 30. And Dominican Republic I've traveled to, but I don't want to say I'll count that as out of the country, even though it technically is, but it's just like, it's kind of like Puerto Rico. It's like, I feel like I've already been there before. And so, yeah, I just wanted to like travel outside the country, like Australia. I would love to go to. I've always wanted to go to London, and I want to go to Paris, France, Italy, Switzerland, Japan, like all these beautiful places that the Lord has created. I want to be able to see. If traveling was free, oh, honey, you'd never see me ever again. Meal prep. So this goes back to like me going to the gym consistently, but I just want to make sure that I meal prep. I feel like I've been eating a lot of junk food. Not junk food, but like not good, healthy food for my body. And a fun fact, I don't eat vegetables. Yeah, you did hear that correctly. I don't eat vegetables. I have tried it when I was a kid, and I would sit there at the dinner table and just be like, sorry, I'm not getting up because I'm not eating this. So I like corn and potatoes, but a lot of people will argue those are starches. And I'm like, whatever. So yeah, I don't really like a lot of vegetables. As of lately, I have started to eat a little bit of lettuce. Like I had a salad, not a full on salad, but I tried some salad and I tried kale. So yeah, we're getting there. It's little by little. Okay. Baby steps, baby steps. My computer setup. Oh, this is such a dream. So I have a picture. I want to see if I could put it up on here. I have a picture that's on my vision board actually. And that's something that I obviously want to complete by the end of the year. But like, obviously it's still going to be put, like a lot of these goals are actually for my 2026 goals for the year. So, but I definitely want to have my computer set up because I want that to be a space where I can just go on there and edit like crazy. Like I'm so grateful that I have my laptop and it's compact and I can, edit on the go. But I love being able to just sit and have the big computer screen and being able to see it. Right now, I'd just be using it for Fortnite right now. Curly hairstyles. Oh, this is a good one. So being in tune with my femininity, I want to try and start doing some more curly hairstyles because I do have curly hair and I love my curly hair. Back then, a lot of people may kind of relate to me on this, but back then wasn't a big fan of my curly hair. I wanted to have straight hair. I wanted to be the girl that had like the long straight hair, highlights, XYZ. As I started to get older, I started being in tune with more of my curls and started using the right products on my hair and just having such healthy hair, cutting it when it needs to get cut. And so now that I have like medium length hair, I have been loving it so much. It's so hard to be able to do certain hairstyles because I do have to put up my hair every single day for work, but I do want to leave it down because like when I wash my hair, I want to leave it down. Like I want my curls to flow. I want them to breathe, but you tightening them up by putting them in hairstyles already on day one after you just wash your hair. Like I don't like that. So I want to be able to do that a little bit more. Good job. This is big for me. I feel like I have been in a transition of jobs for the past year and a half, and I'm just trying to settle on the one good job. And Lord willing, I think the door is already opening and I get to do a job that I love. I'm not going to say too much about it because we don't know yet, but it's definitely something that I'm passionate about and something that I definitely want to pursue. So a good job that I love. Organizing/planning ahead. I definitely feel like I have been growing in this a whole lot more. I used to be not as much organized when I was like living back at home with my mom, but I feel like as I've grown into that independency, I was like, there's certain things that places need to be put in and it just needs to stay there. So that way I go back and I know where everything is. Like organization is key. And planning ahead is so important. So that way I can keep my plans in check. Like I be checking my calendar and I'm like, oh, let me get back to you if I can hang out with you because I need to check my calendar, And I'm trying to get my calendar filled up to the max with trips, with hobbies, with dates, like with my friends, like all that jazz. This one says dance, dance, dance. I have been wanting to take a dance class for so long. Now, like I said, I am Puerto Rican, so like a lot of our dances are merengue, bachata, salsa, like very Caribbean styled. But I definitely like want to get into, and low-key this is probably gonna be a little cringe for some people. I low-key want to get into hip hop. Like I want to spin on my head. Like I know that's crazy, but I want to try something outside of my comfort zone, outside of my culture, to be able to like see what it's like. Like I want to, like as of lately, the song that has been like all over TikTok right now, this Brazilian dance, it's mad chill and cool. Like I don't vibe with that, but like my body, I just be too stiff with it. So I need to take a class to like loosen up a little bit. But I do want to be more involved in salsa. I feel like salsa is so beautiful and there's so much you could do with it. So I want to take a class on salsa. The first time I learned salsa was obviously like with my mom, but the true like class I took was on my Puerto Rico missions trip, and we danced like right across the beach. Like, oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. I loved everything about it. My last one for myself is write more. So if you guys don't know, I do have a book. It's called Broken Promises. I wrote it based on my previous relationship, and it's just been like my heart is in that book. That's all I have to say is that when I was going through that heartbroken seasons, like I couldn't even express like how I was feeling or like express it like vocally, but I knew how to write it out and just like put it all together in that way. And so that book is compiled with 50 poems based on my heartbroken season. I think like 4 or 5 of them are based on like my friendships that I've had in the past. So yeah, if you don't have a copy, please check it out. Like I'll put it right here. This is what it looks like. It's so chef's kiss. My third pillar is life. And so the other ones are not as long as the self one. I feel like the self one, I really wanted to like dive deep into those because this is just like my personal growth, my healing, and things that I want to do to improve myself. But I feel like this is life. So this is like adulting, stability, X, Y, and Z, like getting into the nitty gritty. So the first one is build and improve my credit score. So I used to have really good credit. Like I was like at a 760-ish, and the highest you can have is 850. And then student loans started hitting me and I wasn't paying them back as much as I would like to, okay? Like I'm going to be honest. It's just like I hit a stop in my life and finances just weren't right, and I had to use my finances for other things like rent and other bills. This is what adulting is like. And so my credit score really took a hit, and it dropped me to like 500. Not my greatest moment, and I definitely wanted to cry about it. But we're on the rise up. Okay, now we're back at like 600 something, and we're about to be soon at 700. Okay, so yeah, build and improve my credit. Move. So I have move and then move into a house. So my first move is I'm moving states. I don't know if I mentioned this in my previous video, but I am moving states, and I'm pretty sure you can guess where I'm moving because I kind of spilled it a little bit earlier in the video. But I am moving. I'm not going to say put too much out there because if you didn't get it, then you didn't get it, you know? But I am going to be moving. It's going to be in a different state. I'm not moving back to Delaware. I'm not staying in Pennsylvania. I feel like Pennsylvania has had its time in my life. I mean, I've been here for the past 6 years now. Ever since I came to college, I count that as me living in Pennsylvania because majority of the year I was in Pennsylvania. And then I think it's been the past 4 years that I fully have been in Pennsylvania the whole entire time. Like my senior year of college, I was here the whole time. And so I've been here for technically 3. But it's been technically 3 years. But I am going to be moving. And before I'm 30, I obviously want to move into a house, whether that be by myself, hopefully with my husband, you know. But if not, then I would love to obviously have a roommate and stuff like that. If not, if money is right, then I would love to have just a house by myself. But company is always much appreciated. Budget and save more. This is huge. I used to have so much savings in my savings account, but again, finances come and goes, and I took a hit and I had to use my savings, but I'm hoping to be able to budget and save more accordingly, hopefully with a potential better job. I want to at least pay two-thirds of my student loans. So right now I owe a lot. I have to be graceful with myself because at least it's not as much as a lot of people are. People are 80K in debt, 100K in debt, and X, Y, and Z. And I was like, that's not me. You know, I'm only 30, and that's basically the same amount as a car, like a sedan, not a high-end car. So I think 2/3 getting it paid off before I'm 30 is doable. So that's one of my goals. To have a savings account of 15,000. I think if I can try to hit at least 5K by each year, obviously some years will be easier than others depending on the season of my life, but I want to at least have 15,000 in savings by the time I hit 30. My last one for life is get an SUV. So there's this car that I've been wanting to get, even though I just got my car, Melody. She's a Mazda 3. She's so cute, but I do feel as though that I can move around a lot more with an SUV. I noticed that my little sedan can't hold as much stuff as I really would love to. And if I am pursuing this media stuff, I'm going to be carrying a lot of equipment. And so I want to be able to make sure that I have the space that I need in my car for when I'm traveling. Because Lord willing, I would love to be able to do some type of big event and bring all my equipment and just do that there, you know? So coming to my 4th pillar called health, physical and mental. It's very easy, very short. Create consistent workout routines, which I'm doing right now. Eat better. Again, I need to start trying vegetables. Taking care of my mental health by doing hobbies that I love. I feel like my mental health kind of took a hit a couple weeks ago because I was just not in a really right mindset. I was constantly complaining. I was being grumpy. I was being angry. And it wasn't until my friend kind of slapped me in the face and was just you need to change your perspective on things. And so that's what I've kind of been doing right now, especially, trying to get into this book that's called Get Out of Your Head. And it's just been very helpful. Even though I've only read one chapter, I definitely want to deep dive more into that. And I have a lot more mental health books that I want to get into that I used to read when I was in school because I had to do assignments on them. But if I'm forced to read something, I'm not going to read it fully. So I want to actually take the time to read the full thing. Feel confident in my body. I've already kind of touched base on this before, but yeah, just be more confident in my own skin. And my 5th and final pillar, I'm sorry the video has been so long, but again, it's so important to talk about our goals because then you guys could low-key keep me accountable too. So my purpose, my calling, my creativity, my impact. So I obviously want to grow as a faith-based content creator. Like, Jesus is my number one, and he will continue to be my number one. And I want to be able to use this platform to glorify him. Like, my story is ultimately for his glory. And that's like been my motto for the past couple of years. And I feel like that is like the root in who I am, is just like telling my story, because that's my testimony, and nobody can tell me otherwise that God didn't do it for me. And if God did it for me, he can do it for you. And that's just ultimately like what I want to do, and be able to post that type of content to be able to encourage people in their faith and to help them out in any area of their life that could benefit them in the near future. So I want to post consistently on social medias such as YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and I definitely want to get into more Pinterest vibes. If you haven't followed me on Pinterest, definitely go do that. I just started like posting on there a lot more because I really do love posting pictures, and now that I'm going to want to start doing more photography things, I definitely want to start posting more stuff on there as well. So I want to build a strong, genuine community. So the people, you guys, my supporters, my community, I want to be able to build it more and just be able to connect with you guys in such a deeper and meaningful level. Like, I don't want this to be like a surface based, like, hey guys, thank you guys for watching XYZ. But I just want to build that community. Like, I want friendships to come out of my YouTube channel. I want friendships to come out of my social media platforms. Like, I want true and real friendships to come out of this. I don't want it to be such a cliche thing where it's like, oh yeah, so-and-so knows me, but like, I don't talk to them kind of thing. Like, I want to actually have a genuine community, not just me helping you guys out or you guys helping me out, but also you guys helping each other out, because this is what it's all about, just doing life together. Launch a project the Lord has placed on my heart. So as my previous video, I had mentioned that I do have like 5 different projects that the Lord wants me to like pursue, and obviously YouTube is definitely one of them. My journey to 30. There is one other one that I really want to start, but I've been getting a little bit hesitant because there's already a specific product like this. But, you know, my product could be different from that product. Hashtag, we're going to stop trying to compare. So yeah, but that's something that's been placed on my heart, and I love the idea of it. I already kind of designed what it would kind of look like, but yeah, it's just like executing and publishing and finding the right materials for it and the right people to talk to in order to make this happen. Get brand deals. So I have been doing like UGC. I have been struggling a little bit. It's been a little bit difficult. When I thought this was actually going to be easy, it has not been. It's been actually really hard, but I do want to, pursuing more get brand deals and stuff like that. Like, I just got a PR package from, if I'm not wrong, LMNT. I like got a package with like these electrolytes and stuff like that. And I want to be able to hopefully get me more PR packages, get brand deals. I feel like my top brands that I really want to work with is Awala. I'm such a Awala girly. I'm sorry, Stanley, like you are not the vibe. Like, I am not a Stanley girly. I did not like Stanley's at all. It was just like, I don't know. It was just, I don't know. When I found my Awala in the back of the Walmart, I absolutely fell in love, and I have stuck with my Awala ever since. I've probably had like 3 Awalas, maybe 4. I've lost 3 of them, so I only have 1, but I do want to get another one because they're coming out with so many different designs and so many different colors. And so I just want an Awala for every season of life, if that makes sense. I know my cabinets are going to be like, yo, like, get rid of these, but I do want another Awala. One that's like, I don't know. I feel like there's multiple like different colors, and I want them to match all my different personalities. Not in like a crazy way, but like, the seasons, like a winter Awala, a spring Awala, a summer Awala, a fall Awala. Like, I just feel like, season for everything, Use this platform to bring people closer to Jesus. That's the main goal. That is the reason why I'm doing this. Like, he is the reason. Learn to edit, color grading, hopefully Photoshop, Premiere Pro, animations, graphic design, etc. So I am trying to I definitely want to see if I can get into a course into learning all this, because I do want to get more into like the filming aspect of things. Like I'm still going to be able to have like these discussions, these conversations with you guys, but I definitely want to get into like the filming where the Lord has placed like certain film ideas in my mind, and I definitely need to write them down because I'm going to forget them. But I feel like they've just been so deep in my heart that I don't feel like I need to write them down because they're already in there. But there are certain songs that I kind of like listen to, or even like certain messages that I hear, and I just get an idea for a video pop in instantly in my head. And it's like, dang, like I wish I had the people to do this. I wish I had the products to do this. I wish I had the capability of editing this and like doing these specific transitions, animations, and I just am not capable of doing that. So I want to be able to grow in that aspect of things, to be able to push out what God has been placing in me. And hopefully, like I said, with that community of people that I hopefully get involved with, that they will be able to like have that vision with me, and we'll execute it together, you know? But last and not least, my last one. Sorry again that this video is so long, but hey, we need to make sure that we're getting all the gist of it. My last one, and I've heard somebody say this, and I thought it was so beautiful and so true. But this, I want for my purpose is to not just influence, but to impact. And the person that I heard this from, they told me, they said, you can influence people to have a good day, but are you impacting them to have a good life? And I was like, wow, that's actually so powerful, because there's so many people that are like, obviously like influencers, influencing you to buy this product, influencing you to pay for this service, influencing you to be able to do whatever. But I feel like there's not a lot of people that like can truly like impact your life, like can pour into you, that can help you have a better life. And I want this channel, I want my social media to be a part of that. I'm not here to influence you, because at the end of the day, influences come and go. I can influence you, hey, like buy this Owala water bottle, it's going to change your life. But is it going to actually impact your life? Versus like impacting your life, hey, use this Owala, it's going to make you drink more water, it's going to help you, it's so cute, it's so colorful, it will make you want to drink water. There's like a difference, you know, like impact, oh, buy the product, Owala's the best. You should buy an Owala because it helps you hydrate more, and it helps your body, and it cleans you, and it makes you feel good. You see the difference? So for my main purpose, I want to be able to impact people, not just influence. I want to leave an impact, and even if it's just one person, that's enough. But that is all my goals, my journey to 30. I'm sorry that it was so long. It was a lot. I get it. But hey, now it's out there, because now when I go back, when I hit age 30, I will come back and see if I checked off every single one. And I'm praying and hoping that I do. And I will be looking at that list as much as possible, making sure that I accomplish it all. And hopefully by the time that I do hit 30 and I come back and reread that list, I'll be able to upload pictures or videos and stuff like that. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn the notification bell so you get a notification for every time that I post a single video. And get ready for the next video, because it's going to be pretty heavy. And I hope you're ready for it. I hope I'm ready for it. I feel like I'm ready for it, but I think it's time for me to tell my story based on my previous relationship. So if you want to know the tea, check out the next video. I feel like the way that I'm going to title it, it's going to get a lot of clickbaits for sure. And, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. You guys have been so far so amazing, and I really can't wait to grow together and see what God is going to be doing with you guys, with me, with this channel. And yeah, I love you guys so much, but know that Jesus loves you so much more. Bye, guys.
Oh, mi Dios, he sido bueno para mí.